Every morning is a blank page. The way you choose to begin it determines the course of your entire day, and over time, the direction of your whole life. The first thing you think, the first words you say to yourself, the words you speak or hold back in that powerful instant upon waking, are seeds that begin to germinate. Brian Tracy teaches this with clarity. Your inner dialogue is the architect of your destiny. If, when you open your eyes, you think of problems, complaints, or fears, you are planting seeds of scarcity and defeat. But if at that moment you choose to sow words of abundance, affirmations of power, and thoughts of confidence, you set in motion invisible forces that work in your favor. This is not about an empty ritual or repeating meaningless phrases. It is about aligning your mind with the highest vision of yourself. Today, I want you to realize that you hold an enormous power in your hands, and that power begins the moment you decide how to talk to yourself. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you started the day in a rush, stressed, with thoughts of exhaustion? Maybe you woke up with the idea that it would be a difficult day, or that nothing would go right. And strangely enough, that's exactly how it turned out. What you expected, you found. This happens because your mind is like a magnet that attracts what it thinks about most. And when your first words of the day are negative, you carry that energy like an invisible burden that shapes your decisions, your emotions, and even your body. On the other hand, when you wake up and tell yourself, "Today will be a great day. Today, I act with confidence. Today, I walk toward my goals with determination," your entire biology changes. Your breathing calms, your posture strengthens, your energy rises. That small shift in words becomes a giant force that transforms the way you see the world. Brian Tracy affirms that success is not an accident, but the result of organized thoughts, repeated and turned into action. And it all begins with a phrase, with a belief you choose to install in your mind. 95% of your positive or negative emotions depend on how you talk to yourself. Your inner dialogue is like a program running in the background all day, guiding your reactions, your habits, and your results. And here's the key. You write that program yourself every morning. If you write fear, you will live in fear. If you write confidence, you will act with certainty. If you write gratitude, you will attract abundance. Your outer life is simply a reflection of your inner script. Now I want you to imagine this. Tomorrow you wake up and before touching your phone, before letting the world enter your mind, you close your eyes and take a deep breath. Then you declare with a firm voice, "I am capable. I am worthy. Today will be a successful day. I act with confidence and move toward my goals." Do it with conviction, not as a mechanical phrase, but as a personal decree. Repeat these affirmations every day, and in just a few weeks, you will notice how your energy changes, how opportunities appear, how your attitude toward challenges becomes stronger. Science supports this. The words you speak directly influence your nervous system, your ability to focus, and your resilience. What you say becomes what you feel, and what you feel becomes what you do. Most people live on autopilot. They wake up, repeat the same complaints, the same thoughts of worry, and then wonder why their lives don't change. Brian Tracy invites us to break that cycle through mental discipline. You cannot expect extraordinary results if every morning you feed your mind with thoughts of mediocrity. Your brain is a powerful machine designed to create, but it needs clear instructions. And you give those instructions yourself, with your words, with your focus, with your vision. That's why the beginning of the day is so sacred. It is the moment when you program your mind for abundance or for scarcity. I want to share a principle that will transform your life. What you repeat with faith every morning becomes your identity. It is not just about motivating yourself for a few hours, but about reprogramming your mind at a deep level. Every time you say, "I am capable," your subconscious accepts it as truth and starts seeking evidence to confirm it. Every time you say, "I am successful," your brain filters the information around you to draw you closer to situations and people that validate that affirmation. This process is called autosuggestion, and great leaders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries have practiced it for centuries. It is not magic, it is applied psychology. Your mind always seeks coherence between what you say and what you live. That's why, if you want a different life, start by changing your inner dialogue. And don't wait for everything to be perfect to do it. Do it today, in the middle of challenges, in the middle of doubts. Because when you declare abundance in times of scarcity, you train your mind to endure and advance. When you speak of confidence in the midst of fear, you strengthen your character. When you proclaim success in times of uncertainty, you prepare the ground for opportunities. Every affirmation is a brick in the construction of your destiny. Now, words alone are not enough. Your words must be accompanied by action. Brian Tracy explains it clearly. Confidence is built by acting, not waiting. If every morning you say, "I have discipline," but then you don't follow through on your commitments, your mind won't believe it. But if you declare, "I am disciplined," and then accomplish a small goal, like waking up at the set time or completing your workout, your brain registers that coherence and reinforces the belief. This is how a winning mindset is built, with words aligned with actions, with declarations backed up by deeds. Imagine your life 1 year from now if every day you woke up with a powerful inner dialogue, accompanied by firm steps toward your goals. Imagine how your self-esteem, your energy, your relationships, your finances would transform. The simple act of speaking to yourself with confidence can open doors you didn't even know existed. Because when you walk with certainty, you transmit an energy that attracts the right people. When you speak with conviction, you generate respect and credibility. When you see yourself as a winner, others begin to see you the same way. Remember this: life doesn't give you what you deserve, it gives you what you believe. And what you believe depends on what you repeat every day. If you want abundance, start declaring abundance. If you want success, start calling yourself successful. If you want confidence, start talking to yourself as someone who already has it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it with your words. Every morning is an opportunity to plant a new destiny. Don't waste that power. The secret lies in repetition. It's not enough to do it 1 day or 1 week. You need to turn it into a habit. Do it for 21 days and you'll see changes. Do it for 90 days and it will become part of you. Do it for a year and you will never be the same. This is the key to mental reprogramming. Consistency. Your mind learns through repetition, and every repetition is like a chisel carving your character. If every morning you affirm your greatness, your subconscious adopts it as reality. If every day you declare your purpose, your actions align with that purpose. And when your thoughts, your words, and your actions are in coherence, your life rises to a higher level. You may be thinking, is it possible that something as simple as talking to myself can change my life? The answer is yes. But remember, simple doesn't mean easy. Most people don't do it because they underestimate its power. They prefer to let their mind wander in negative thoughts, complain about what they don't have, repeat phrases of defeat, and then they wonder why they don't achieve their goals. Don't be one of them. Be among the few who wake up with intention, who use every word as a tool for building, who consciously decide to sow abundance from the very first minute of the day. Brian Tracy says, "You are what you think about most of the time." That means if most of the time you talk to yourself as a winner, you become a winner. If most of the time you think about success, you attract success. If most of the time you think about growth, you grow. Your mind is your most valuable asset, and your inner dialogue is the key that opens or closes the doors of your future. I want to leave you with this challenge. Tomorrow, upon waking, do not touch your phone. Don't think about problems. Don't let the automatic routine control you. Pause, take a deep breath, and declare your greatness. Speak to yourself with love, with respect, with power. And then act according to those words. Do it today, do it tomorrow, do it always. Because every day you do it, you are building the life you deserve. And if this message has transformed the way you see life, I invite you to take one more step. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Do it because you know these truths should not remain hidden, but spread until they transform multitudes. Your action not only supports this content, it also multiplies the blessing, so it reaches those who need it today. Get ready, because what you have begun today is not just another exercise. It is the beginning of a new season in your life. The season where your mindset strengthens, your discipline grows, and your results speak for you. This is your moment. This is your time. Activate it. Believe. Declare. Live. And you will see with your own eyes that, truly, nothing will be missing.